traveled south and ventured north, drank water beside hunting dogs, even kissed venomous snakes. As the world's most fearless creature, the honey badger spends its life either fighting or on the way to a fight. In the animal kingdom, it's a warrior among warriors, and a fierce wanderer on the African land. Beneath its rough, thick fur, lies skin that can't be cut or chewed through. This makes it fearless, even against big cats like lions and leopards. Inside its seemingly fragile body lies unyielding, an indomitable willpower. Provoking it leads to a fight to the death. In truth, the honey badger isn't the strongest species, but it dominates the African wilderness. A young honey badger has no attachments. It eats wherever it goes. This is Namibia in Africa. Amid harsh living conditions, there's endless desolation and solitude. With temperatures reaching 40 degrees Celsius, finding food is incredibly difficult. This 1.5-year-old badger uses the cool sun to lower its body temperature. Even in the extreme heat, it takes a brief rest. After a short break, it's time to move on. The honey badger doesn't have great eyesight. It relies mainly on its sense of smell to hunt. After some sniffing, it catches the scent of a mole rat. Tough luck for you. Today you'll be my meal. On the open ground, the mole rat's only hiding spot is this spiky acacia tree. For most predators, it's an impenetrable barrier. But this time, it's up against a honey badger. Its thick, tough skin easily breaks through such defenses. The badger bites down on the mole rat and drags it out from its hiding spot. The little creature struggles to the very end. After escaping the badger's grip, it tries to flee back into the acacia tree. The badger chased straight after it. Getting poked by the acacia tree's thorns was indeed painful. Not long after, the mole rat was caught again. The badger couldn't wait to put it in its mouth, ready to eat it raw. At that moment, the mole rat seized its chance and bit the badger's tongue. A desperate struggle, making a futile resistance. Fresh meat is best eaten this tender. A small mole rat is just a light snack for the badger. After finishing its meal, the badger went to a waterhole to cool down. Its thick fur provides strong defense. But the hot climate is still a torment. Living in the Kalahari means facing extreme weather and natural disasters like sandstorms. Sandstorms are common here. Many animals lose their lives to them. The badger quickly found a cave to hide, not daring to stay outside. Night soon fell. The badger was still hungry, searching for something edible. The mole rat from earlier had long been digested. For over 10 hours, it hadn't eaten anything. It went to a nearby waterhole, hoping for luck. A wildebeest was stuck in the mud. The badger had never tried the taste of large herbivores, but hunger pushed it forward. The badger climbed onto the wildebeest's back and started eating without hesitation. It was clearly starving. Although the meat wasn't as tender as a mole rat, it was plentiful and filling. After this midnight feast, the badger could sleep peacefully tonight. At dawn the next day, the badger began another day of foraging. Near the water source, there's usually no shortage of food. Today's breakfast was an ostrich egg weighing over 3 kilograms. Eating this egg would keep it full for 2 meals. But opening the ostrich egg, still, it's worth the effort. Compared to other foods, the ostrich egg was one of its most satisfying meals, except for last night's wildebeest. A few days later, the badger settled down in the area. One day, it caught a strange scent. It didn't take long for it to find the source of the smell. A female honey badger had entered its territory. Instead of driving her away, the badger was excited and started trying to interact with her. A few days later, the two became inseparable, marking the end of its solitary life. They became a fearsome duo in the desert. Small animals were in trouble. The pair left no food untouched, sweeping through the land together. One fateful night of passion, the pair mated. After that, they went their separate ways, and the badger returned to its solitary life. As the drought persisted, finding food became harder. In this barren land, one could walk kilometers without finding food. Though there aren't many deserts in Africa, honey is a rare and exquisite treat. The badger's love for honey is deeply ingrained in its genes. To get honey, it has to endure some pain. But the badger is used to it. For just a small taste of sweetness, it has taken countless stings. But it's all worth it. After filling up, the badger grabs a few scorpions to clean its teeth. These high-protein snacks are its favorite treat. Although for the crunchy bite, it gets stung occasionally, the taste makes it all worthwhile. In fact, besides some poisons, except for some snake venom can't harm it. That's life in the wild. You never know where your next meal is coming from. So the badger sets off to hunt again. A white monk snake comes into its view. It's the first time it has seen this type of snake. The badger wonders why the snake's tail is so long. Curious, it cautiously approaches, only to be slapped in the face by the tail. Enraged, the badger growls, "You bastard, I'll chew you up."